In the last episode of F2P 30 Crest Journey, I've lost the 50/50ths to Encore on Camellia's banner. So, building around what I have, I decided my first team will be Danjin, Rover, and BZ, and my second team will be Encore, Verena, and Sanhua. However, I need more firepower to full clear the experiment zone of the tower. To make that happen, here's the plan. Get to UL 40, reach databank level 21, level up these Resonators, get better weapons for them, optimize my main DPS echoes. Getting to UL 40 was easy. I just cleared up my backlog of companion quests and opened a bunch of chests. While exploring for chests, I upgraded many purple echoes in the databank to gold, pushing my databank level just shy of 21. To finish it off, I checked my echo gallery, bought the tattoo system for its echo, and hit level 21. Now that I'm guaranteed gold echoes during my farming runs, it will greatly help in optimizing my future echoes for more damage. Moving on to leveling Resonators, I prioritize getting my main DPS to level 70 so that their damage potential is maximized at my current UL. For this round of the tower, Rover will be my main DPS since I won't have enough time or resources to raise Danjin before the tower resets. So in this round, Danjin will be supporting the Rover with her Havoc damage bonus instead. Now I need better weapons, at least for my main DPS. At a bare minimum, they should be equipped with 4-star weapons before attempting this round's tower. So let's start pulling on the standard weapon banner with all the lustrous tides I've collected from the Level Up newbie event.
Huh? Bruh.
4 weapons I can't use right now and to Youngs in a weapon banner. Where's my actual weapon? Definitely not the outcome I was expecting, but maybe I can scrounge something up. And boy am I glad I checked my inventory. During the weapon banner pulls, I was hoping to get a Commando of Conviction since its strong weapon passive pairs perfectly with the intended quick swap ult Rover gameplay. Well, it's unfortunate that I didn't pull a single Commando of Conviction. Turns out I had a Rangers series chest, which offers the sword, so I selected the sword from the chest. With Commando of Conviction for Rover and Fusion Accretion for Encore, I've temporarily settled the weapons for my DPS. Now, it's time to dive into some echo farming and optimization. First up, let's talk about Verena's build while we slap some echoes on her. The best in-slot weapon for any healing support is Variation, unless you have their signature weapon. Variation restores Concerto energy after a skill cast, letting you fill the Concerto gauge quickly. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to pull Variation, so I opted for the next best option, Rectifier of Voyager. This Artificer restores Resonance energy upon a skill cast, which helps charge Verena's ult faster. With her ult, I can also charge up her Concerto more efficiently. Now, moving over to echoes. I'm using the 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow set for Verena. This set gives the party a 15% attack buff for 30 seconds whenever she heals them. For her echo configuration, I'm going with 43311. Ideally, I want my 4 costs to be Bellborn with healing bonus or attack percent, the 3 costs to be AR, and the 1 costs to be attack percent. As for substats, I'm aiming for AR, attack percent, and flat attack. That said, I'm not planning to over-optimize Verena's echoes. Just having an AR substat is good enough, unless your echo substats look like this. What the fuck? After some data bank merging and upgrades to Verena's echoes, what I have currently on Verena will be sufficient to take on the experiment zone. For Encore's build, I'm going with the 5-piece Molten Rift set using a 43311 configuration. The 4 costs will be Inferno Rider with crit rate, the 3 costs will be fusion damage, and the 1 costs will be attack percent. For substats, I'm aiming for around 30% ER, while also trying to roll for crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, flat attack, and basic attack damage. After some upgrades, here's what my Encore build looks like. You may have noticed that Encore's weapon is still at level 50. That's because I'm planning to roll for the 5-star standard Artificer, which will be a direct upgrade to her current weapon. As for the unmaxed echoes, those are ones I plan to replace after I've finished building the rest of my team. Moving on to Rover, I'll be using the Commando of Conviction with a similar echo setup to Encore's. For now, I I'm unsure how much I'll need for Quick Swap Rover since I haven't tested him alongside Danjan as the main DPS. That said, the substats I want are crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, flat attack, and resonance liberation, with just enough fear to consistently pull off Rover's ult every rotation. The rest of the team is still very much inbuilt since I don't need them raised for the experiment tower zone just yet. Danjan will use the Havoc set as I prepare her to become my main DPS while phasing out Rover into a quick swap alt caster. Baizi will run the rejuvenating glow set, like Verena, but since she scales off HP, it opens the option for me to use Fallacy of No Return. This Echo provides an additional DR buff, which will help Rover recharge his energy faster. As for Sanhua, she uses the Moonlit set, which helps her regain her ult faster while providing a substantial buff to Encore after swapping out. With my Echo setup complete, my teams are now ready to take on the experiment zone of the tower. Since my DPS are at level 70 with decent Echoes, I cleared the floors of each tower with ease. And just like that, it took me 25 days to unlock the hazard zone. But this is only the beginning. The experiment zone is just a warm-up compared to the hazard zone. At my current level, I'm definitely going to get wrecked in the tower. Still, that didn't stop me from giving it a shot. It's a great way to gauge what I'm missing, but we'll dive into that in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider leaving a like, dropping a comment, or following if you haven't already. As always, happy gaming, Rovers!